Hugh Colton, Town and Country TV, staying in touch with the communities that we call home and the great things that happen within them. Community Home Support of Lanark County has been around for a number of years. They do such great things within this part of Lanark County. Christa Dales Donnelly is with me, and Community Home Support is something that I've always wanted to learn about. There's one program that I know that is such a success. It's the Meals on Wheels program that helps seniors that may not have the ability to cook in their own home. And I've seen this program be so successful for years and years and such a benefit. It still goes on with the help of the Community Home Support of Lanark County, doesn't it?
It does. It's an invaluable resource in the community, Hugh. We can deliver up to 30 meals or so a day. And they happen Monday to Friday. We have one evening meal that's on Thursdays, and the price is quite reasonable. Just call the different offices in terms of prices. And it is a program that helps people stay at home, whether they're adults with life-limiting illness, physical disabilities, or seniors, that's who we serve. This is something that otherwise they would have a frozen meal potentially, or someone would have to come in or come home from work, and it's not always possible. Our goal is to support the other caregivers that people have in their home and in their life, and this is an incredible program that's been around for ages.
Yeah, and you know, it's a volunteer type of program as well. You need volunteer support, because the first thing that I can remember about Meals on Wheels is the volunteers and the great people that come and pick up the meals and then deliver them within the community, and that's still going on. And I have to mention the people that are cooking the meals. Adrian and Amanda Fournier, they run a program, or they run a little business called the Iron Kettle at the Gallipo Center. But these two individuals are so dedicated to this Meals on Wheels program, that, I mean, it just amazes me. I know these people, they're young, they're trying to fulfill a lifelong dream of running a business, but the dedication that they have to this program is second to none.
It is second to none. We literally couldn't do any better with the meals. This couple is so committed to our service and so committed to the quality of the meals and keeping the costs down that we are so lucky to have a contract with them and to be involved with them in lots of other ways.
Yeah.
We talk to them regularly. They're very accommodating in terms of the meals they provide for people. They take feedback, they give feedback. We're just really, really lucky to have them involved.
And I think they do the cooking at, another great organization, the Two Rivers Food Hub, which is out at the Gallipo Center.
That's
so
right.
It's sort of one stop where they can go down and they use that kitchen facility to make this program work, and then the meals are actually picked up right there.
They are.
That's just one of the many things that Community Home Support of Lanark County does. I mean, you have foot care programs, you have a day away program. This is really, as you mentioned earlier, is about keeping people at home as long as you possibly can, right?
Home and healthy for as long as possible. It's where people want to be. The reality is that people don't want to be in the hospital. They don't want to be in long-term care unless they absolutely have to be. So this is a way that the province and our local municipalities and our agencies can help people stay where they want to be. Yeah. Whether it's home helpers, having foot care programs available, whether it's the Meals on Wheels, friendly visiting, day hospice programs so people stay connected when they have an illness or as they get older. It's an incredible service, and it's all geared to helping people get what they want in their home.
And it's within Lanark County. I mean, it's not just within Smiths Falls. We're talking Perth and Carleton Place and surrounding areas, I would believe. Right?
That's right. Cerrito Lakes and Merrickville. Not all of the services are available the same in each community because each community is a little more diverse. But absolutely, there's some service that can assist families and people with illnesses and seniors.
You mentioned another one just before we came to do this interview was somebody spending time for maybe an hour each day with a senior that might be alone. That's one program. And then there's another program called a Day Away program. The two great other things that are offered through Community Home Support of Lanark County.
That's right. And because the key is the volunteers, we try to provide as much variety for volunteers. So the Day Away program, the Day Hospice program, is run through a hospice palliative program with Rebecca Bowie. And it's a program where you can have respite in the home from a trained hospice palliative volunteer, or the day program allows people to go out and attend a day program, get away from it. It doesn't have to be a senior. It can be an adult with a life-limiting illness that attends this program and gets to meet with other people who have similar issues and gives families respites as well.
Now tell me about the visitors program, where we go in and we visit with a senior that might be on their own for 1 hour. It takes 1 hour of your time, 1 hour to volunteer. This sounds like a good one.
It is. It's an amazing program, and it's very simple. But the need that it meets in people's lives is incredible. Some people, the only people they have coming into their home are around their health care or around their home care, and not necessarily just to talk about sports and, like we said, memorabilia or town politics. I've had a call from a gentleman who just wants to talk about current events, and or another person who just wants to talk about their crafts, their crocheting and that sort of thing, and share that. So we really try to gear that program to have volunteers that have an hour a week and that can be matched with someone who has some interests that they share. And it's really critical for people to stay connected to their community, and it's hard to do without these volunteers. So that's a really big area that we really want to improve, because it's simple.
Yeah, you make a great point too. You know, that could make somebody's day. Their entire day could be made based on a volunteer walking through a door and spending an hour with a senior in conversation, engaged in conversation for that 1 hour. Could be something that can change their life.
Well, you know, Hugh, someone just told me the other day, and it just blew me away, that one of the biggest causes of death in North America, in developed countries, is loneliness and isolation. So this is something that can literally change people's lives and change their outlook, including the volunteers. Because it seems so simple to you and I that have full days and activities and families and jobs, but to someone who's at home or someone who's retired who's looking to reach out, it really fits the needs so beautifully. And it's simple, and you can organize it in your own schedule, but it really means a great deal.
And good for you for making the point that it can change the life of a volunteer, because so many times somebody would leave that house after that hour of conversation. Boy, I feel better. I feel so good about what just happened within that last hour. When can I do it again? That's what we want to see.
And that's exactly what happens with all of our programs, whether it's a day-in-the-day hospice, whether it's delivering a meal, whether it's friendly visiting or organizing activities at the Diners Club and helping out at our Diners Club, which happens weekly in each area. It makes an incredible difference to people. It really does. And you and I have been involved in the community for so long in lots of ways. We know it makes a difference to the volunteers. It absolutely does.
So let's get you some volunteers.
Yes.
I think what we need to do is have everybody making phone calls, visiting your website, getting in touch with you, whether at Facebook, one way or the other, to volunteer for the Community Home Support Program of Lanark County. How do we do that?
Community Home Support Lanark County has a Facebook page, and you can find us at community home chslc.ca is our website.
chslc.ca
is our website.
Yeah, and that's where to go for the website. The drop-down tabs are going to tell you everything about Community Home Support of Lanark County. But more than that, we need volunteers. This could change the life of somebody each and every day, including your own. So we'd like you to make the call, visit the webpage, phone for more information if you'd like to come and visit.
Our phone number is 283-6745 in Smiths Falls.
That's it. Community Home Support of Lanark County. Christa, thank you very much for this.
Thanks,
and volunteers, let's get going. There's so many great things that you can do with this Community Home Support System of Lanark County. You're going to enjoy it. It will change your life and the life of a senior. Make sure you get in touch with them. Hugh Colton, Town and Country TV. Hi everybody, Hugh Colton, Town and Country TV, with an invitation for you to hit that subscribe button to find out what's happening in and around the communities that we call home.